Alright, welcome back everybody. Thank you for watching another video. Today we're going to be having a closer look, a complete look at the Sig P365xl. If you guys watched the previous videos I'll leave a link right up here on the P365xl. You know that I absolutely love it, but I want to get a little bit of comparisons with the pistols that I had on the table. But let's start off with some stuff that I don't like about the Sig P365xl, and really a lot of it has to do with the Romeo Zero. I don't have a problem that it's made out of polymer. It's very lightweight. The dot's really bright. When you move it around, it turns on, as you can see there. But look at the fit on here. Because it's polymer, I'm not too sure if it's, I know I didn't tighten it too much, but you see how it's like a really tight fit here, and it kind of gets a little bit looser up there. And you can't torque it down too hard because it's, number one, it's made out of polymer. Number two, Sig has come on and said if you tighten it past 9-inch torque pounds, you run the risk of throwing off your zero. So that's kind of irritating. Number one, that you can't tighten it down because it's polymer and it throws off your zero. Number two, you have to, if you don't have one of those wrenches that goes down to torque inch pounds, you have to get one, and then you got to carry it around in case you got to remove it to replace it. So that's a couple of irritating things about that. Second thing is the brightness button is way down in there. So literally, if you look where that is, you don't have enough meat on your finger to get that adjustment done. It really should be backed up so you can actually get an angle in there and push it down. What's happening is guys are jamming their fingers in there. Some guys got some really hard fingernails and they're just blowing out the back of the lens because the lens is also plastic. So people are having to stick like wrenches or pencils or pens in there to make the brightness adjustment. So don't really dig that. Also think that Sig probably should have put the replacement plate back here in case you didn't want to use the dot. You could just put it back in there. But I do appreciate the fact that there is a cutout sight back there. But it would have been nice if they had the replacement plate to match this awesome front post in there. Look at how they outlined that. That is just a beautiful front sight. Let me see if I can show you what that is. Like red, and there you go. So yeah, don't like that about this back section. However, the case is probably the existence of my bane in here. Bane of my existence. There you go. It just, the clips keep falling out. Nice hard case. Kind of expensive pistol, but not only do the clips come out, but the clips actually, they fall apart a little bit. You can see there that they're just not doing well. So I don't know if anybody else there has experienced the clip problem with that case, but slightly irritating. But everything else about this pistol is great. Like I mentioned in my other video, I think it's really going to make some of the other pistol types out there obsolete. But I love how the front and the rear cocking serrations feel. I dig the fact that they beveled the front and rounded the edges so it doesn't catch on your clothing when you're coming in and out of your holster. Nice big slide catch, slide release there. Nice oversized trigger guard right up in here. This beaver tail really gets deep into your grip here, really high up there. Nice high tang in there, and it helps you control it when you're shooting it fast. This is not a very snappy pistol compared to some of the other subcompact pistols out there. I was really surprised at how well I was able to control it. Nice cutout for your thumb to glide right over here, so it fits very comfortably in the hand. Nice grip angle. Nice little palm swell back here, fits in the hand. Just two grooves up here for your fingers to fit in. So nice and comfortable. Texture, not too aggressive, but holds very strong when your hands get sweaty. This magazine release though, let me see what my magazine's at here. So magazine release for me, this totally gets in the way. So if I push it in, it literally is jabbing me right in the middle of my middle finger. So I can't release it unless I move my grip, and then I can actually punch it out. So for some people, maybe a deal breaker. You might want to check that out when you're in the store. And of course you have a little bit of a flare out here in the mag well, which, you know, it's not a huge deal, but it does help guide the magazine in there. But kind of, not really, but you know, it does what it does. Trigger wise, this is definitely mushier than a Glock trigger. Let me show you what it looks like. So okay, there is the initial wall, and let's watch it creep back. Okay, and literally when you pull the trigger, it feels like you're punching a bag of marbles. It just bark. Okay, here's the reset. Let me step back down on that. Okay, take it out again. Okay, here's a reset. And in. We'll do one more. Okay. Creep. bonk. It's such a muted feeling trigger. But you know what? When I was working on the speed of my cadence, it didn't really seem to bother me. It's just kind of when you focus on how just incredibly horrible it feels, do you get kind of irritated. But again, when in actual practice, it didn't really matter for me. But that's what that trigger looks like. Now, let me get the magazine back in here. So this is a 12 rounder. It's a staggered design all the way up until it comes to the single point up here. This is a 12 rounder. They have 15 rounders available, and I'm bringing that up because it makes, in my opinion, the regular subcompact pistol market obsolete. All right, so I think, what is it, the Glock 23? What is it? Let me see. What that is. Glock double stack 9. Glock 26, I think it is. Yeah, let me see if that's the correct model. Yeah, definitely not one of my favorite Glocks ever. That's a Glock 26 double stack. I think it's a 15 rounder in there. Yeah, whatever it is. It looks something like this. And the problem with this now is this one is also a 12, but you can get a 15 for. But look at the slide thickness difference between these two. All right, these are both subcompact pistols, but now this new wave, including the Springfield Hellcat, look how thin that is, right? And then grip-wise, take a look at that. All right, so visually you can see the difference, but what I wanted to show you here is just its weight. See what the difference is in weight. Did I totally miss that power button? Yeah, I did. So, okay. This is the Canik TP9 Elite SC. The trigger on that thing is freaking unbelievable. But that's coming in at 1 pound, 9.1 ounces. All right, so here is the 365xl. And I'll put the loaded 12-round mag. That's 1 pound, 9.2 ounces. You get all of this loaded for this empty, and it's the same overall kind of dimensions being in the subcompact realm. It's just thinner and lighter, and in my opinion more controllable. And that's why I'm thinking like the Glock 26 gone, even in their own line. You know, Glock's got the 43X and all those other pistols, but they really blew it with the magazines. You can buy aftermarket magazines for those, but Sig nailed it with that magazine design. It's absolutely perfect, spot on. So I think the subcompact pistol market now is changing. The new wave of subcompact pistols is coming out, and these are just going to be lying around on clearance. I don't know. Now, the other thing about the other video is I made a comment that said, you know what? It's creeping up into the Glock 19 realm. So the compact field, even with the CZP-10C or the XDM, whatever, the regular compact market, this is encroaching on it relatively quickly because people didn't like carrying subcompact pistols before because of the capacity. But now with 15 rounds, I think this is a 15 rounder. Yeah, 15 rounds. Again, okay, I don't got to tear that. 1 pound, 10.1 ounces. You know, again, just to show you here. Yeah. 1 pound, 9.3 ounces. So you get a lot with this pistol. You get the capacity, you get the milled out slide. It's definitely not this anymore. You're definitely not here anymore. And it is arguably going to replace the compact pistol field. Now, I'm in agreement with everybody out there, because if you saw my last video, the reason I wanted to go to a Glock 19 is because I wanted to have compatibility with my AR9 and magazines. I thought I had it all figured out. Like, this is going to be great. Now, I carry this. This is my normal, well, it used to be my normal CCW pistol, but, you know, it's like, oh, I got to put this thing in, and, you know, it's not comfortable. With this guy, you know, sitting down, moving around, getting up and down in a car, driving long distances was not a problem with this. Even with that sight up here, the red dot. And I'm wondering what the Hellcat is going to be like, because the new one has a compensator on the end of it. But we'll have to see how that feels when I end up getting one of those. But again, with these two, I get it. Some people have bigger hands. It's going to be easier for them to control. But I'm telling you guys right now, go out and shoot one of these, because I thought the same thing. I didn't really have a really high opinion of subcompact pistols. I really didn't like the Glock 43, 43X, all those other ones. But that right there, with this beaver tail and the grip angle, makes a huge, huge difference. And if you haven't had a chance to go out with somebody that's got one of these, I'm telling you, go shoot it, because it's going to change your mind about maybe carrying around something like a compact pistol. But alright guys, thank you for watching. That's my complete review of the Sig P365xl. I'm still trying to get a Hellcat, maybe the one with the compensator on it, so I can do a proper comparisons between those two and see if it makes a difference at all. But thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.